Hi, welcome back to Fusion Body Therapy. It's a new technique of the week time. Today I'm going to show you about shin splints. In particular, a very specific muscle. Shin splints are quite a deceptive issue. Now, when you have your shin, your bone in front of your foot here, take the cuff out. Little lesson in anatomy first. So, in the front here, you got your shin, otherwise known as your tibialis anterior. It's in front, so it's tibialis bone. Anterior is in front. Now, on the back here, everyone knows and sees your calf muscles. You got your gastroc, those big calf muscles and your soleus underneath it. Now, they're not the problem. The problem is actually an imbalance between your tibialis anterior and your tibialis posterior on the back. Now, the posterior actually is on the bottom behind the bone. Now, the bone sits in right along there. Okay, so there's your bone, right? You can kind of see the bone there. Right. Now, in order to get to the muscle, I can show you, tibialis anterior is this big, beautiful muscle across here, right on the top. Tib posterior actually lies underneath at the back, and is quite large on the back there, hidden away. Problem is, behind there, we've got your soleus and your gastrocs. So these big, beautiful muscles through here. Now, in order to get to the tib posterior, we've got to switch these muscles off. Now, there's a little trick that I use. Cutting your leg in half. It sounds worse than it is. In order to get there, you've actually got to go around the bone, under and through a little gap between your gastroc, your soleus, and your shin bone. Right in through here. Now, to do that in this position would be not so pleasant and very hard and very difficult to do. So, what you need to do is make these muscles switch off. Now, they will only switch on when you're going on inclines, and right now I'm keeping my leg up, so it's actually on. You can see it's switched on there, it's turned on. In order to switch them off, I'm just going to cross my leg over. So I bend my knee, like so, making it straight, and at this point here, I'll drop my other foot down slightly, and that's actually off. So I've got a space here, which is actually quite loose. I can get my fingers, you can see going deeper in there, there's the pocket. Now, along that shin bone, there's a little bit of a concave on the inside. So you want to actually go under and in and around. So this kind of motion in there to get in. But you want to do it with these two thumbs. In order to get there yourself, if you're having issues with shin splints, or just tight calves and you're stressed out and you feel like your calves are aching, right? In order to release this muscle, you'll find at the moment you get your finger or your thumb on it, you'll go, that's the problem. That's it. You could kill yourself trying to get into these muscles here in the back of your gastroc and your soleus forever, and you're not going to get relief. You want to get relief, you get to tib posterior. Right? Come in and see me and I'll fix it up straight away. Right? But here's a little way you can do it a bit yourself. So you take your hands like this, like a claw. Now you even them up and put your thumbs together. You want these to be the biggest pad where they're actually going to sink into the muscle. That way you've got a nice length. You're going to sink them right on the edge of that bone. And you can push down, down, down until it feels soft and there's a gap. Take the rest of your hands and just wrap them around your calf. So they can actually go around the shin. And all you're going to do is this motion, like that. And go like that. Slowly, and you're going to let your thumbs sink in. This is the point of contact with my thumbs. And they're just going to sink straight in there. So my hand's there, my thumbs are together, just the tips of them. And you don't have to press hard. The moment you're on that muscle, you will know because it will be unpleasant. So you just let them sit there and you sink in a little bit at a time. You might be moving not even a millimeter at a time, right? Half a mil at a time. And you wait, and you don't have to do anything but that. And the weight of your arms pulling back in that direction should be more than enough weight of pressure on that muscle. You hold that position for about 2 to 5 minutes, and you'll get relief. And I guarantee you'll feel a hell of a lot better afterwards. So that's my shin splint solution. Right? So the technique of the week this week is shin splint solution. Try it again. Hands together, thumbs pointing to each other. That's the pad. This rotation. All right. Bring your foot up, cross it over, thumbs together on the edge of the bone. Slide them down till you feel a gap. There you go. Okay, that's the spot I want to get into. Wrap your hands around, let them rest and relax there. Relaxed arms, relaxed thumbs, relaxed hands. And you're just going to come back in this direction, back in that direction, around the calf. Right. Now from this position here, I'm not going anywhere over here. I'm actually coming into the bone and below it. So I'm capturing tib posterior. Okay? So right in there. Stop out. So my gastroc is still back here. Soleus is still on this side. Tib anterior over here. Tib posterior right next to the shin. Right, so the tibialis work. You're getting right in there. Okay? That's the best way to release it. If you can't cross your legs over, come up onto a couch. You can do this and get a little bit of a prop up. You take your thumb, you hold it on there, so you still got your leg up a little bit, but it's not fully crossed over. If you've got hip issues, that might be a thing there. Right? So you might be restricted in the lower back of your hip. You can still place one hand there, come along that shin bone, going in that same motion, in, and there it is. Just wait it out. Let it get some relief, and then you're good to go. Take it off, bring it down, and when you stand up and walk, you'll feel the difference. You'll feel a hell of a lot better. And then you're going to email me, and you're going to thank me, and you're going to call me, and you're going to book it in. So, booking your treatment if you've got shin splints. Shin splints are basically those two muscles working on either side of the bone, going back and forth. Right? The bone's in the center, the muscle sits here, and they go like that. Right? They do it in a little bit of rotation. Because there's torque of the muscle, because the bone's not solid and straight, it's got some rotation to it. When one muscle is tighter or has some inflammation or some tension, or the other side is too weak or had an injury, you're going to have an imbalance between the two. What you want is to have them balanced out. Just like when you take your car to get it serviced and you get the wheels lined, right? Same kind of deal. These are your shock absorbers. You want to make sure they're working right. When they're not, you feel it, the inflammation, and pulling on the bone will create more inflammation and you have shin splints, right? So, easy solution. There's your homework. Try that out. And if it's still an issue after that one little tryout treatment on yourself, come and see. Alright? Number's 041 628 4176 or fusionbodytherapy.com. That's FUSIONBODYTHERAPY.com. Come book it in. Hope you guys enjoyed your technique of the week. See you next time.